Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It's Friday, December the 9th. Today is Christmas card day. And
I just
saw
mailed
you,
out
yeah,
our Christmas cards.
I saw you getting ours all ready to go. National Pastry Day today, Weary Willy Day today, and National Salesperson Day today. So maybe you go buy something and give that salesperson a high five. Got a guest joining me today. She's really well known on Broadway. Wicked, Newsies, Flashdance, Hairspray. Ginna Claire Mason is the young lady's name, and she stars in the Hallmark Channel's new original movie, A Holiday Spectacular. In that same movie, Oscar nominee Anne Margaret, Brady Bunch as Eve Plum. It's set in 1958, and it actually looks like a really cool thing, and she gets to dance with the Rockettes.
Oh,
so,
fun.
Yeah, it looks like a ton of fun. I'm going to be chatting with Ginna Claire Mason coming up in just a bit. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. New study from Japan suggests caffeine helps competitive runners improve their performance. Do you think?
Yeah, I would assume.
Study authors found that test subjects in the 100-meter sprint time were significantly shorter for athletes who took caffeine supplements compared to those who took placebos. Caffeinated runners ran the average of a 0.14 seconds faster. That's not a whole lot faster.
No, well, every bit makes a huge difference.
I suppose. It could be like 0.01 would be the difference between winning and losing.
Yeah.
But what's the one, Red Bull? That's full of caffeine, right? And I always say Red Bull gives you wings.
Yeah.
And for those of you who love it, I apologize. I shouldn't even say this.
It tastes like cough syrup.
Yeah, I was going to say, it tastes like medicine to me, too.
Nasty.
That's what I thought. I know a lot of people love it. And
I know.
My sister gave me some. She's like, oh, you should try it. You really like it. And I tried it, and I'm like, are you sick? This tastes like medicine. All right. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know that we're set for the year of Viva Magenta? Global Color Authority, Pantone, reveals their color of the year every December, and 2023's color of choice is a nuanced crimson tone that balances warm and cool. A vibrant member of the red family, Viva Magenta, is not only brave and fearless, it is also audacious and witty. Hey, that's how I describe Heidi, by the way. An unconventional shade for an unconventional time, Pantone said, calling it a pulsating color whose exuberance promotes optimism and joy. The Color Institute is intended to reflect the latest trends in the sector, including fashion, beauty, technology, design, and home decor. So, did you know?
I am not decorating my house in magenta.
Did you know that there was a color of the year? Did you even know this existed?
I did not.
I didn't either. So now, how are we going to keep up with this trend? Have to repaint our house every single year? All right. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. With less than 2 weeks to go until the release of Avatar, The Way of Water, the box office is sliding into another dry period, with Marvel's Black Panther, Wakanda Forever staying number one despite diminishing returns. There's a lot of people who don't want to go up against that other movie. So they're like, we're not going to release our movie yet. Seasonal action comedy Violent Night met their projections.
I want to see that.
But there's a lot of films that are like, we're not going to release right now when Avatar's coming out, and this thing was like a $75 bazillion movie. I don't know how much it was.
Yeah.
They won't even say how much they spent. That's how much they spent. Moving on, Kelly Clarkson says a strange man is showing up at her house, trespassing on her property, leaving unwanted gifts. She's asked the police to get involved. This guy's been there several times at her L.A. home, dropping off random items. Somebody on Facebook said, maybe it's Santa Claus. I don't think so.
I like gifts. You can give him my address.
Bring him your way? All right. Somebody says they're pretty sure this is a fan who means no harm, but I can also understand where, that'd be kind of weird. Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Everyone knows that walking is good for you, right? There's nobody out there going, oh, it's bad.
Nobody's
But you know what's even
that?
better for you than walking? Walking backwards. I know it sounds like a joke. I am not kidding. In fact, a study published in the International Journal of Sports Medicine said reverse walking or reverse running makes for good cardio exercise, and those who did so showed improvement in weight loss as well as body composition. Inspired by that 2005 study, nutritionist Juhu Kapoor took to Instagram to further share that walking backward helps make your legs stronger and uses muscles that haven't been used before.
Yeah, I could see that.
According to her, the people who have knee pain or injury can also do reverse walking for rehabilitation as it impacts the knee very slightly.
I bet it does.
Also cites other benefits of reverse walking, including strengthening leg muscles, reducing back pain, helping sciatica. What is that? Sciatic?
Sciatic?
Sciatic. Yeah, it's probably sciatica. That's probably what it is. Hi, guys. I'm new here. I ain't no doctor. Can you tell? To get started, she says, try to aim for 15 minutes of backwards walking per day while wearing proper shoes in an area where there are no rugs or furniture around.
Yeah, I was going to say.
If you're doing this outdoors, be very aware of other people, animals, and possible obstacles nearby to keep yourself safe. I have a better plan than all of the stuff she just said. You know what my plan would be?
What's that?
Get on a treadmill.
Backwards?
Yeah. If you set the treadmill backwards, that would be a lot safer than walking
How do you
around.
set your treadmill backwards?
I'm saying you would just stand on it backwards. And
that would be so dangerous.
I think it'd be more dangerous doing what she's talking about. And have you ever been on like the elliptical machine? I go on those backwards all the time. So when you don't stand backwards, but instead of walking forwards, you just walk backwards.
How do you go?
No.
Backwards.
You just walk backwards. I don't know. I'm moving on. Scoop of the day comes your way. I've said too much. Comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not $50, $15. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday. Our guest today, Ginna Claire Mason. She is a Broadway star, and now she's in a Hallmark Channel Christmas movie, a holiday spectacular. And this is really cool because Christmas movies on Hallmark, that's like its own genre.
100%. It's a total dream come true for me. I was performing with Wicked at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade last year, and immediately following our performance, we're walking back into Macy's, to warm up. And the next performance was the Radio City Rockettes.
Oh, wow.
And we got to walk past them, and I remember sort of just being in awe of these sparkly, beautiful women who are just so talented, head to toe. And then a couple weeks later, having a chance to audition for this film. I read the story and was immediately drawn to this character. and her story of running away to New York and chasing this big dream, and it's an amazing story that I think everyone's going to be able to relate to. It's going to warm your heart. It takes place in 1958, which is really, really special. I love a period piece.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like maybe I was born in the wrong decade, but the costumes are just breathtaking.
And the film A Holiday Spectacular premiered the tail end of last month, but you can still catch it on the Hallmark Channel. Let's talk about this. It's a period piece. What is the film about?
So the story revolves around this Philadelphia socialite gal, Margaret. That's who I play, and she's in this arranged engagement, and she does, with her parents' permission, she goes up to New York under the guise of designing a wedding dress for this arranged engagement, but really she has auditioned for and maybe joins the cast of the world-famous Radio City Rockettes. So
nice.
You're going to have to tune in to see what happens. Maybe there's another love story in the mix. She forms some really beautiful friendships. I definitely get to wear the most beautiful clothes of all time.
Nice.
We got to film in New York City. We got to film at Radio City. It was really, really magical. There is definitely Christmas magic beginning to end.
In addition to you, there's a bunch of other awesome people involved in this as well, like Brady Bunch star Eve Plum, the Radio City Rockettes, and Oscar nominee Anne Margaret.
And it was so fun getting to work alongside all of those amazing, iconic humans, as well as the rest of the cast. It really was an amazing group of people to get to make this film with. And I love that we're forever tied together. I have a really dear friend in the cast of the Rockettes now, Kathleen, and we always say forever and ever we get to be in a Hallmark Christmas movie together.
Absolutely. That's cool. And like I said, Hallmark Christmas movies, it's like a genre of its own, and it's just kind of taken on a life of its own. And there are people going, we need this channel to have like a Christmas channel year round. And they've probably got enough shows because there's a bunch of them.
Oh, yeah. And Hallmark does amazing productions all year round. But I do think Christmas is a special time of year that people especially look forward to with the new Christmas movies coming out.
Now, a lot of people know you for your work on Broadway, Wicked, Newsies, Flashdance, Hairspray, and now they're going to get to know you in their own home on the Hallmark Channel with this Christmas film.
Absolutely. It's storytelling on a different medium. And for me, it was an amazing challenge. It was so exciting for me. The director and the director of photography definitely, and the producer took me under their wing. I had so many questions. I was a sponge. It's really sweet because it is storytelling and that you are listening and responding. You are telling the truth just like you would on a stage. But the difference is instead of doing it in front of 2,000 people, the audience is the lens that's maybe 2 feet away from you or closer. So it was a wonderful learning experience for me, and I loved getting to be part of this film.
So how different is that? Because usually when you're performing, there's an audience. You get to see their reaction. When you're doing this in front of just a crew, it's got to be completely different.
Oh, that's something cool that you pointed out, John, is definitely on stage you have that immediate gratification of, oh, I said something funny and the audience laughed. And it was really sweet for me we had a big premiere at Radio City a few weeks ago, and the Rockettes performed, and I got to sing with Kristen Chenoweth, and my friends and family got to come, and it was sweet to see the whole film pieced together with orchestration on the big screen and actually get to hear people's responses to, lines or scenes or circumstances that, made them laugh or cry, and to get to be part of that room was a really warm and wonderful experience.
Well, we are super excited for it. A Holiday Spectacular on the Hallmark Channel. Thank you for your time today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Give my love to Heidi.
I will definitely do that. Again, the program is out now on the Hallmark Channel, A Holiday Spectacular. I've got a link to all of the information in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
At negative 90 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 68 degrees Celsius, your breath will freeze in midair and drop to the ground.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I would rather not find out firsthand. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Popcorn is one of the healthiest snacks. It builds bone, muscles, tissue, aids digestion, and is good for your teeth.
I love popcorn.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
There are 30 times more trees on Earth than there are stars in the Milky Way. It's estimated there are 100 billion stars, but 3 trillion trees.
Yeah.
Wow. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Forrest Mars, the creator of peanut M&Ms, was allergic to peanuts. That's interesting.
Really?
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Lions are the only cats that live in packs. Huh. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
If you refrigerate rubber bands, they will last longer. Well, that's cool.
What?
Yeah. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The first roller coaster was used to transport coal down a hill. After people saw how fast it moved, they paid to get rides on it. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Heidi, here's your question. 30% of people say they avoid talking about this at holiday get-togethers. What is it?
Politics.
No. 30% of people avoid talking about money and finances.
Oh.
Yeah. So let's get together and I'm going to ask you for a loan. No, that's a bad idea. All right. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for some weird news, brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. The classic baguette, the long, crusty bread loaf that is a delicious staple of French life, has been awarded a special protected status, placing the baguette alongside other regional food delicacies from around the world.
I love
the
a
artisanal
French baguette. They're
know-how
so good.
and the culture of the baguette is now officially recognized on UNESCO's list of intangible cultural heritage. They've announced the breadsticks with their crusty exterior and soft middle have remained a quintessential part of the French life that President Macron calls 250 milligrams of magic and perfection.
Agreed.
The baguette joins other foods and culinary cultures with this status, including Neapolitan ice cream. Oh, I take that back. Neapolitan pizza, kimchi, Belgian beer,
pizza.
And Mediterranean diet, and the Arabic coffee. So, I don't know. I'm confused. That's why this whole thing is weird to me. These are all they're protected by what now?
Are they endangered?
I don't know. It's weird news. Brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Brian Regan alert here, by the way. Heidi's going to tell us a joke here in a moment. If the guy who named walkie-talkies named everything, this is what they would call them. Forks would be stabby-grabbies. Spoons would be soupy-scoopies. Wigs would be hairy-wearies. Socks would be called feety-heaties. If the guy who named walkie-talkies named everything, limousines would be called roomy-vroomies. Computers would be stary-squaries. Microwaves would be called heaty-eaties. Cowbells would be called cattle rattles. And defibrillators would be called hearty starties. Okay, Heidi, your turn.
And guns would be Rudy Tooty Aim and Shooty.
Yeah. Our favorite comedian, Brian Regan. Very, very funny guy.
Love him.
He has a joke about that. About, you got all these military named devices, the Tomahawk missile and then walkie-talkie. And it's a whole, if you haven't seen it, if you go onto Google and you search for Brian Regan walkie-talkie joke.
If you're unfamiliar with Brian Regan,
funny dude.
You need to be familiar with Brian Regan.
He's a very funny guy.
You can Send your thank you gifts to Heidi Small.
All right. The list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. Comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. I got not one, not two, but three quotes today from Bill Murray. We just had his brother on the program like 2 weeks ago. Bill Murray says, I didn't give you the finger, you earned it. The best way to teach your kids about tax is by eating 30% of their ice cream. I love that.
That is true.
And having a smoking section in a restaurant is like having a peeing section in a pool.
Yeah.
What a great quote. Several fun quotes right there from Mr. Bill Murray. This is the quote of the day. Well, today, quotes of the day, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of RadioTravelGroup.com. Our good news for today, here's the headline for you, Heidi.
Okay.
Toys for Tickets allows motorists to pay their parking tickets with Christmas presents.
Aww.
Yeah. Cities all over Canada are allowing citizens to pay their parking fines with toys to help make sure children have a gift to open Christmas morning. It's called Toys for Tickets. They allow motorists to donate a toy in lieu of money to pay for a parking ticket this holiday season. They're saying we urge everybody with eligible tickets to take this opportunity and donate a toy. The donation will directly benefit a child in your community. It says we paused the Toys for Tickets campaign during COVID. Given the past success, though, and the positive reception, we were so happy to relaunch it once again this holiday season. The only requirement is the toy must be equal to or greater in value than the parking ticket. Drivers are required to show a receipt when donating the toy. Oh. Toys are delivered to a local toy drive in time to be distributed to the children over the holidays. Toys for Tickets campaign was launched in 2005 and has received tremendous support from participating communities each and every year. That's a neat idea.
It is.
So it's parking tickets. I was thinking like speeding tickets.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Speeding tickets. That's a no-brainer.
That would be great. But then I'd have to go out and speed in order to do that. So
yeah, you'd have to.
I'd have to figure out a time to squeeze that into my schedule.
Figure that out. The other day I was riding with him. I'm like, what are you doing? Slow down.
I didn't realize how fast I was going.
Oh, my gosh.
I was talking to my son. We were in the front seat chatting, and my wife was like,
I said, set the cruise
would
control.
you slow down? And I look, I'm like, oh, yeah, I should probably slow down now. I'm not even going to say how fast I was going because it's embarrassing. And I'll probably get a ticket just for mentioning it. All right. What were we saying? Yeah, let's move on. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.